The rookie took a deep breath, encountering his opponent, and made his move in the next second. Then, he opened his eyes, successfully evading the opponent's two heavy blows. However, being a novice, he lost focus and became disoriented, completely losing his footing and was unable to utilize his precognition. In the next second of his superpower, he could only desperately defend himself, but he was quickly knocked down to the ground. In his son's concerned gaze, Arren quickly improved. This time, he changed his strategy, circling around the referee, making it impossible for the opponent to get close. He wanted to survive a round, so he kept delaying the time. Was the referee, Xiangxi, transparent. Oh, you dare to fight? Arren asked. If I fight, you ask him if he can handle it. How many people am I fighting? Are you going to team up with him? He responded. The two returned to the state of being beaten again. When knocked down, they would get up, create distance, and when their energy was depleted, they would hold onto each other for support and use the opportunity to activate their precognitive abilities. But facing such an opponent, they would always get punched and slapped back to reality. The two dodged to the side, launched a right hook, and directly knocked the opponent down. However, the opponent stood up, and the first round was already over. Arren, who had been a loser for half his life, finally couldn't bear it in front of his son. After the match, he came to a realization and decided to give up fighting enemies on the streets. Arren felt a little lost. Through this competition, he regained his dignity and discovered that his 1-second superpower had a practical use. He called out to Arren, "Have you ever heard of the 1-second prodigy?" Arren demonstrated his superpower to him, accurately guessing the coin toss several times in a row. Arjun was puzzled, wondering why Arren, with such extraordinary talents, didn't perform well before. In the fast-paced world of fighting, 1 second was enough to change everything. For example, Hong Kong's boxing king, Azu, could throw 6 punches in 1 second and couldn't stop himself. Arren decided that since he couldn't do it, he would have Arren represent the whole gym in the competition. With Arren's help, the two started a grueling training regimen, improving their physical fitness, practicing punches and footwork, and working on evasion tailored specifically to him. They developed a unique fighting style that allowed him to unleash the full potential of his 1-second power. Soon, the competition began, and the two were already transformed. With their skilled use of their superpower, they easily countered all attacks, leaving most ordinary opponents in the dust. The two took on the role of dark horses, and won their first match easily. With the training continuously upgraded, the two became stronger and more confident, knocking out several opponents in a row. But this time, Arren faced a formidable opponent, the undefeated Xiangxi brother. Surprisingly, the opponent couldn't even touch Arren with a single punch. Arren was completely bewildered. What did I say? Can the teacher see this? He repeated his previous tactics, telling his opponents movements, using his superpower as ruthlessly as possible, even using headbutts. However, the opponent predicted his predictions, and blocked his head, and a left hook knocked him out, marking another victory for Xiangxi brother, and making him the star of the whole team. Many people also noticed that he was the 1-second prodigy from before, so they called him the 1-second boxing king. At the same time, the real boxing king, Azu, was troubled by finding his next opponent. The club's shareholders withdrew their funds, and now he needed to raise his popularity with a show-stopping exhibition match. Az's manager noticed the 1-second boxing king, Arren, and both needed recognition, so they struck a deal. Azu had recently killed his opponent, Arren, in a match, so tonight, he only had his superpower as an advantage. However, this